right now, God is restoring your lost years. You might have been through a lot the past few years, and you felt like you lost those years. But right now, God is restoring those years. And we're going to learn why we had to go through these times and how God is going to restore these years. Actually, you get double for your trouble, kid. You are a transmuter, an alchemist. You know, on my journey, I've come across many great alchemists, and you are the one to do it. That's why you were given this task. Where others might not be able to accomplish what you will accomplish this year, you are the one to do it. A lot of important topics today. Take out a pen and paper, write these things down, write them in the comments as we go along. And you really want to reaffirm these things. You have an understanding that it's happening right now. You know, the familiar past, it tends to pick up and you maybe get yourself caught in a loop, but we're coming out of the loop. Entertainment 607, Light Warrior, I appreciate you. Peace, wisdom, and strength to all on this journey. I appreciate that. We're going to talk about how you are in alignment now, how things are changing, and when you have the realization, when you actually witness the hand of God move. It's actually quite overwhelming. And sometimes you have to sit in peace. A lot of us don't sit in peace. We could have chaos in jobs. We could have chaos within relationships. We could have chaos in the area that we live in. All of these things can throw you off of your path. And you're here because you are the one to do it. You could write it in the comments. I am the one to do it. Affirm it. Your lost years are now being restored. And now you have a meaningful life filled with purpose. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, could you kindly hit the like button so that many people get this message today? How are your lost years being restored? You might ask yourself that question. And the first thing you need to write down is health is wealth. And you're starting to realize, you say, wow, I'm getting healthier than ever before. I'm getting younger than ever before. And your health is being restored right now. Are you getting this message? And is your health being restored in the now moment? As your health is restored, you might have been praying. You say, wow, you know, I don't understand why I've developed a lot of things over the course of our journey. They're actually chronic. And it takes a little bit of time for you to heal and overcome these things. So from chronic things that you deal with on a daily basis, it might take a little bit of time. Remember, once you put out that prayer, it comes back to you. It happens energetically before it manifests physically. Are you physically experiencing your health improve in the now moment? And as your health improves, you have now longevity. You are now in a stress-free environment, or you are now shifting towards a stress-free environment. Are you witnessing that on your journey? We're in a stress-free environment. When you are in a stress-free environment, you now have longevity. And that's what it's all about. In order to accomplish things authentically, you're going to need longevity. When you have that connection to God, as God is restoring your years, you constantly are in this positive feedback loop and you're connected to source. If you're disconnected, right, if you have something that is unplugged, eventually it's going to have to parasite off of some energy to get it going. But if you are connected to God, you have an inexhaustible source of light. And you could write it in the comments. It's an inexhaustible source of light. And God restores your lost years. Foxy Lady E, I'm very grateful for that. Thank you so much, Foxy Lady. Foxy Lady. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for that so much. Very grateful. So as you are in a stress-free environment, you now have longevity. Because health is wealth, as you become more healthy, right, you don't have to worry about the clock ticking any longer. So as you are raising your vibrational frequency, your DNA receptors, if you will, are connected to the light source of God, Christ, energy. You are becoming younger, healthier, and living in a stress-free environment. You don't have to worry about the clock any longer. You are starting to see alignment with authentic people. Alignment with authentic people. Write it down. And this is actually restoring your lost years. You want to be in alignment. You want to have people within your life that make you feel joy. You don't want to feel miserable all day long. Sometimes we show up at work. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? You just show up. But that's a job. That's not vocation. Moving forward this year, we are embracing our vocation. What's your vocation in life? Let us know in the comments as we continue to discuss this. And we want to raise awareness because awareness is the precursor to change. I'm so honored to have this platform to help you expand your consciousness. Because over the course of my journey, there was things that I was not aware of. And I made multiple mistakes. We all make mistakes, but once we are aware, we could be efficient with our decisions, with our attention, and we could start building this reality to live a meaningful life. We're not here to chase after distractions. We are here to chase greatness. We're here for greatness. When you are now in alignment with authentic people, your lost years are restored. Dr. Gabor Mate speaks about how when you are not in authenticity, if you are not living your authentic life, if people are forcing you not to live your authentic life, you begin to get sick and your body gives you signs. Remember, always and forever, your body is the tuning fork to telling you the truth. Write it down. The body is the tuning fork to telling you the truth. In this world, and again, we're all in this matrix. We're all in this matrix together. We're all in this matrix together. It's like a labyrinth. Remember the labyrinth in The Legend of Zelda? We're in the labyrinth, right? And then you have to find the secret door, and then you have to blow it up with the bomb. Anyone that played The Legend of Zelda remembers this. Use the Google if you don't know The Legend of Zelda. So you're in the labyrinth. You're going around, right? This is the labyrinth of our everyday lives. Beth Bentley, thank you so much, Beth. I appreciate you. So awesome watching you grow with us, Michael. I appreciate you, Beth. I appreciate you being here. And that's what it's all about. It's about growing and sharing our firsthand experience because that is the truth. There are two types of people in the world. There are theorists and there are practitioners. Practice what you preach, son. Which one are you? Let us know. Are you a theorist or are you a practitioner? Are you practicing these things in your everyday life? I shared about this on my journey originally. I learned about the 528 hertz frequency, the miracle tone. I just recently shared that with someone. And I actually started listening to this frequency and seeing the changes. And if I just maybe learned about it and I just, put it in the drawer and I forgot about it, I might not have seen the benefits of it. We have a 528 hertz frequency on the channel page. You could even type it into the YouTube search 528 hertz, our everyday lives. And you know what? we got the gym on it right now. Shout out to the gym crew. And we are in alignment with higher vibe people. And you have to realize that you can't judge people off the, you might be scared of them at first, but some people might have a rough exterior. And as I am the observer, Nikola Tesla said, I am the observer. Be the observer. You could open up your eyes, have your eyes wide open in the chat, right? Keep your eyes open. And you could actually see people, and they might come across like they have a rough exterior, but you actually realize that they are building. They are builders. You're watching people, and they just know how to command a room. Back when I used to teach in the school, you would see teachers, they walk in front of the room, and they command the room. And there are people that it's all over the place. You have to be able to walk in and command a room. You lead with strength. Write it in the comments. You lead with strength. And as you continue your journey, you will start to see these things that pop up. And you want to have builders. There are two types of frequencies in this world: constructive and deconstructive interference waves. So are you being constructive? Are the people that are in your life? You say, how is God restoring our lost years? You might have lost some years of your life, but you were training for this moment. And now we see the clear path. You were observing, you were learning all the ins and outs. And now you're like a professional and you studied it because God knows that you are the one to do it. And you're able to transmute it, you're able to alchemize it, and you're able to help support other people. And I watch people, they're building, they're supporting other people, they are being constructive. We need to all come together and have a constructive interference wave. As the wave, as we collectively, remember, we're greater than the sum of our parts. We want to be constructive, and it lasts the test of time. The clock is always ticking for some people, and then they run out of time. And if you are in tune with the light of Christ, right? If you are in tune with nature, the authentic ways, you are eternal. There's no clock for you. Write it in the comments. Affirm it. There is no clock. Linear time is fake. Did you know that? And a lot of people are experiencing this right now, the quickening. Are you experiencing the quickening? There's a full video on the channel page. It feels like time is speeding up. And if you are in tune with the matrix, it's going so fast, right? It's going by so fast. The clock ticks for some, but for you, you are eternal. And this is a time for building community. And you could see this. As people come together, right? You might go to an area and you're building a community. I'm so grateful for all the wonderful friends that I've made over the past few months. And you want to spend a quality time building community. And as we continue to build community, you have now restored your lost years. When you reflect on what you previously went through, you actually see now. You couldn't see it when you were there. You might have felt certain things in your body. You might have felt off. I'm grateful for you, dear. I appreciate you. You might have felt certain things. God held you. The hand of God held you and protected you. You didn't see it. You kind of felt it, but you didn't. And it's literally overwhelming. But there was a reason. God puts you in a situation for a reason. You were given a certain position, if you will, in life. And you were in this position to observe. You were there to observe up close. You had to observe everything. And in all facets of life, remember we have the 8 dimensions of wellness. We have the 8 Dimensions of Wellness community on Patreon. If you'd like to join, there's a link in the description. Appreciate the support. God held you and you were protected during this process. And it could have been 1 year. Maybe it was 3 years. For some people, God bless you. God bless you. So I speak to wonderful people. And sometimes you have to look at what did you experience? And when you hear other people's stories, it really puts things into perspective. I realized that I was in a very dangerous situation. And somehow, God kept me protected. Even today, I'm like, wow, like sometimes you have to sit and you have to play it back. And when you realize this, I appreciate you, enlightened observer, thank you. When you realize that God kept you protected, you start to see the bigger picture. You might have been in a dangerous situation, and God said, I want you to study this. You're going to be just fine, kid. And you are able to live and tell the tale. You are divinely protected. If you are divinely protected, you could hit the 144 in the chat. You are here now. This year, we are committed to chase greatness. Write it in the comments. You are here to chase greatness. You're not chasing after the distractions of the matrix. They have shiny things. Ooh, look at the shiny thing. Look over here. Look over here. Stay focused. You're not chasing after things that are unobtainable. So what I want you to stay focused on, hit the like button if you're learning something new. Think about that dangling carrot. And a lot of people, you can hit the carrots in the chat. A lot of people, they chase after this dangling carrot. And the carrot is always just a little bit out of reach. And when you realize that you're never going to get to that carrot, right? It's what are you? You are a human battery, right? Awakening, thank you so much. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, Awakening. That dangling carrot is there. And they put things, you cannot put anything on a pedestal. Oh, this job, if I get this prestigious job. You know, you have to realize that things that are painted a certain way, it's not really what it seems. It's actually an illusion. And a lot of you are seeing this right now, especially within our younger brothers and sisters, right? And they say, oh, you have to go to this prestigious university. And, you know, speaking to all different friends that I have now, and that's why, again, awareness is the precursor to change. A lot of people, they could be younger and they realize, oh, I have all of this debt now because I felt like I needed to go to this prestigious university because it's going to help me get whatever, and all of a sudden you're on this hamster wheel. Oh, I needed to get into this relationship real fast, but then all of a sudden I'm on this hamster wheel. And the hamster wheel of life continues to go onward and onward and onward. On my journey, and your journey probably as well, you were able to see the bigger picture during this time period. What's up, Doc? Can you rock? What up, Doc? And you want to get off of the wheel. And in order to have a meaningful life, people ask, what is the meaning of life? It's not to exist. It's not to fit in. It's not to copy other people. It is to live a meaningful life. That's the meaning of life. Write it in the comments. I live a meaningful life. Now that you are living a meaningful life, your lost years, all that time that you felt like you lost, they are restored. When I think about my journey, and maybe you had to go to a place and you had the clock on. Oh, I have to report I have to do this. But it's out of alignment. And you spend so much time and effort, input energy versus output energy. Everything in your life. What's the input energy and what are you getting out of it? And is it feeding your soul? Because your well-being, your wellness, your overall wellness is dependent on this. Health is wealth. Write it in the comments. Health is wealth. To review my life, to go to the times when I was the healthiest, life is so much more enjoyable. And when you're not feeling so good, when you're not feeling so healthy, that's not a healthy life. You have to let go of densities. You have to let go of the past. You were there for a reason. Remember, there's reasons, there's seasons, and there is lifetime. You are here to accomplish things that nobody else can do in this lifetime. Hit the like button if that resonates with you, dear one. You're here to stay focused on what you are creating. I appreciate that, Stephanie. I appreciate that. And that's what we all do. And the more that you are with like-minded people, the energies are rising higher and higher, and you cannot live in a situation. You cannot be part, you can't play part of a situation that is not authentic any longer. You are feeling this at a deeper level right now. I know you're feeling it deeply. You are the healers now. Now you have years of purpose moving forward. What you went through, you are now the healer of the new earth. Beth, thank you so much. Wearing out the ones that tried to wear you out. A lot of people do feel worn out. If you literally feel that, go to the channel page. I have a full video explaining that. Do you feel worn out? Head over to the channel page. Check that out. If you missed yesterday, we had 2 very powerful messages. Stay focused on what you're creating right now. It lasts the test of time. Once you are in alignment, you have an inexhaustible source of energy. What you're going to do with it? Are you just giving it away? Here's the energy. Or are you building? Are you building in 2024? Write it. I am building in 2024. Because you have to have a foundation. God is now giving you a foundation. Those years that have been lost, they are being transmuted in the now moment. And now you are building a foundation that lasts for years and years and years. Lifelong friends, lifelong vocations on a mission for greatness. The meaning of life is to live a meaningful life. And when you are living a meaningful life, you get younger. When you are in a stress-free environment, you get younger. You get healthier. You get stronger. And that is how your years are being replaced. Now you move forward with your newfound health to greater heights. The years you lost are being replaced. There ain't no clock for you. A lot of people that are going through this right now, they see the change in the time, that linear time. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Please hit the like button. If today's message resonated with you, please hit the subscribe button. We are dedicated to be here every single day, 9 a.m. Eastern time, brand new videos, brand new messages on the brand new timeline. If you're new to this channel and message, I assure you, if you show up here every single day, by the end of this year, by the end of 2024, if you just strive to be 1% better than yesterday, I know it's rough. We're all overcoming a lot of things, right? But if you are striving to be 1% better by the end of the year, you are a brand new person and you have a brand new reality. Today we hit day 95. We're almost at 100. Can you imagine the difference that you will see within people if you focus for 100 days on something instead of being distracted for 100 days? Keep it at 100, kid. It's coming. Give it your all. Know that you're being supplied with an inexhaustible source of energy. That is the light of Christ. I love each and every one of you. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way in life, just keep going. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow.